teach me this stuff. Hi. Hello, everyone. I just got yelled at. Not yelled at, but you know what I mean. I hope y'all are doing wonderfully today. Here, I'm gonna turn this volume down just a smidge for you guys. Just 'cause it's kind of loud. Hi. How are you? Um, I am doing pretty well. I didn't you know what? Oh, that's good. I'm happy we're having a nice day. I didn't stream. You know what? For some reason, it's really hard for me to stream on Thursdays. I think it's because it's like my only day off. So, like, I just want to relax on those days. So I think Monday I'm just going to try my best to be consistent with my streams, and if I stream any other day, it's just going to be like a kind of bonus. But I'm happy that you all are here and you bore with me. Um, I'm going to wait a little bit longer, probably like a few more minutes, just for a couple more people to come in case they haven't seen that I am on right now. And yeah, let's do that. So, what did I do today? I got up hella early. Guys, so naturally I am a morning person, but getting up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock is not going well for me right now. Um, which games do you like? Oh my gosh. So I'm an Overwatch bitch, but because of everything that's been going on with Blizzard, I haven't felt right in playing it. And then some of my comfort, your last live stream literally has 30 likes. That says a lot. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't really check that stuff. Is that bad that I don't? Do people normally not watch like live streams after? I don't know. But today I figured I've been wanting to watch the Brennen Storm Ryan collab thingy that's been going on. I think they only have 3 episodes, I believe, but I haven't watched it yet, and I figured I kind of want to watch it. So, if y'all want to watch that with me, let's go right ahead. I'm going to let's see if it ooh, perfect. Perfection. Let's go.
Hi, I'm
I
Brennen
love
and I'm
love
about to
love
do
love.
a show with Storm Ryan.
So a little background on the situation. Here, let me go back. Hold on 1 second. So a little background on this situation. If no one knows, Brennan was bullied offline. I shouldn't laugh at that. I'm sorry. I get awkward laughs sometimes. They were bullied offline in 2017 or 18 by Calvin Guerra, who Storm Ryan used to be really involved with. They made a lot of videos together. Didn't ever see this collab happening, but like in the trans mass community and like online trans like sphere, I guess this is really interesting to me that they're friends now, and it just kind of goes to show how Ryan has actually put in the work. I hope, and yeah, it's funny to me how it's called Brenemies. I love it. It's such a good title. Um, so yeah, let's take a look at this podcast. I think it is. It's a podcast. So let's go, you
If you
guys.
know anything about what's happened in the past few years in the online trans mask
There
space,
we go.
this might come as a shock to you.
It really was. It really fucking was a shock. 'Cause, like, I would have never guessed that Brennan would have even remotely talked to Ryan.
And
Ever.
I understand. I want you to know that our goal for the
They look
podcast, or
really
this
good,
show,
though.
whatever you want to call it, is to help trans people. We want to heal from
Hell
We've
yeah.
been working behind the scenes for a long time to make this show
This is
as
so cool.
impactful for trans people as possible. We have thought about this a lot, which is why I want to sit down
I love
and
this.
just clear the air and get out in front of any pretty valid criticisms that I am anticipating.
Oh no.
First of all, this is not a for-profit show. Every cent that we make from this show, from AdSense to sponsorships to anything else, is going to go directly back to trans people.
That's amazing.
It's going to go
Yep. I got you. I got you. Hold on one second. Eh.
towards our
Is that
crew,
better?
all of which are trans. It's going to
Let
go
me
towards
know.
making the show better. It's going to go towards helping trans people pay for gender confirmation surgeries. It's going to go towards giveaways and towards my own top surgery. Everything we make on this show is going back to the community. We want to use the shock value of our friendship to do something good for the trans community. Because for so long there was a rift between us.
Is that better? Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm having issues
Been a
today.
rift between our sides, and now that
Only slightly better? Here, let me turn it all the way up. Here you go. Let's match that. There we go.
we have healed from that rift and become friends after it, we just want to help you heal too. If you're not ready to
That's
see
so
Ryan,
sweet.
if you're still angry with him or hurt by him, I understand. And if you're not ready for this show, you don't have to watch it.
I'm literally so ready. Like, when this. When I saw that they were working together, you guys, like, literally, I could not. Like, I was shook.
I hope that one day you can heal and come back and see that we are doing the best we can to move forward from everything. If you are ready to heal and move forward, like Ryan and I are,
Aww.
I'd like to welcome you to our show
Aw.
by trans people for trans
Yes.
people. This is Brenemies.
Oh my gosh. This is so wholesome. I literally can't deal with this. Hi, Lynn. You're said hello. How are you? Welcome. We're gonna be watching Brenemies today. I love this. This is so sweet. Ugh. This is giving me
Hey,
like
I'm Brennen.
I'm Ryan.
And this is
Brenemies.
Brenemies. Welcome to Brenemies.
Look at this
This is our
production value.
first episode. So this is a podcast slash web show by trans people for trans people.
We are people who are trans.
I'm a trans
Same.
mask. I use he they pronouns.
Also me.
Yes.
Aw.
Ryan is the same way.
Yeah.
Ryan's pronouns are he, they. Character development. Did not know that. Happy to catch another one of your live streams again. Hello. I'm
We'd
happy
like to
you're
thank
here.
Cops Hate Mo for designing our. We have to thank them. They said that they wouldn't do it if we didn't thank them in the first
beginning.
30 seconds. Cops Hate Mo designed our logo, came up with the name for the podcast, and did the music for our little intro. And
This is
stuff
literally
like that.
just.
So
I have no
they are
even. I
basically
don't even
our
have reaction to
artistic
this
director.
because I
And
just am
they
so
deserve all the
enthralled,
praise. You
and
can
they're
find
both
them
so
at Cops Hate Mo
fucking
on
beautiful.
YouTube. And we'd also
I
like to
love
thank
this.
the rest of our team, like Charlie
Also,
and Nick.
what would y'all think if I had Brian's hair? I literally want that hair.
They're sitting right over there.
Like, I wish my hair
Hi,
did
guys.
this.
And our editor. AJJ.
Alexander Jasper J. Yeah, everybody who's working on the show is also trans. We're going to talk about trans stuff
That's
now.
amazing.
Ready?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Lil
Lil
Nas
Nas
X.
X.
He's pregnant.
He's pregnant.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so there's some controversy with this.
So what happened was Drake, he released his recent album, Certified Lover Boy, right? I just listened to it this morning.
Is it good?
You know, I kind of think he fell off after views.
Love your
but,
beautiful,
like,
intelligent
Do you
light
think he would
stream.
get
Thank
canceled
you.
for saying that?
It's
Or do you think
freaking
people
Drake.
like agree with
Doesn't
it?
he like talk to little girls?
What?
Did Brennen not know that Drake is low-key, high-key a groomer?
He does? That's terrible. I didn't even know that. Wait, is he the one that's like talking to
Millie?
Millie Bobby Brown?
Literally! Ugh! The fact that Millie's parents don't even do shit.
Oh no!
Crazy.
Oh no! So it's okay that we talked about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, well, you cursed first.
Oh no, I did. We're gonna have to bleep it.
It's okay, it's okay.
Okay.
They're
It's my
so
podcast.
So anyways,
cute.
here
Oh,
okay,
I
we're talking about
love
Lil Nas X.
No. So
Okay.
Drake released his album Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
It kind of sucked. It's whatever.
But the
cover we'll pop it on the screen, but it's all
Yeah.
the like pregnant lady emojis being like super diverse and like
Yeah,
skin
but
color,
but
basically.
it's kind of just like it's not like super creative. The artist that made it was like super controversial and like
Oh.
whatever. But essentially, the reason we bring it up is that Lil Nas X posted a parody of that cover, and instead of women that were pregnant, it was men that were pregnant, right?
Yeah, because
Which
he
is
likes
perfectly
dudes,
fine. 'Cause he
likes dudes.
Because Drake's like, I'm a certified lover boy.
Yeah, and he's
I'm-
impregnating all of these women,
Yeah.
Oof.
and then
Nas is
like, I'm
gonna-
impregnating all of these men.
dudes.
But what's interesting about it, and what's a little bit controversial, is that men can get pregnant.
Yes.
They can.
Trans men can get pregnant, and
Yep.
trans men are pregnant, and
Yep.
And
want to get
transmasculine
pregnant,
people
and transmasculine people and
people.
non-binary people.
That's one of the things that, like, I feel like needs to get talked about a whole lot more within the community here. I'm gonna go to live chat. Is the fact that people, trans men and non-binary people and trans-mask people can in fact get pregnant. And it's something that I hate when people specifically are just like, you must be faking your gender because you want to get pregnant or you have the ability to get pregnant or you're not unhappy with the fact that you got pregnant. Like, there are trans men out there that want to get pregnant and that's what they want to do and that's perfectly fine, and people think it's okay to invalidate the fact that they're a man by being like, oh, you want to get pregnant, that doesn't mean you're actually a fucking, like, you're not actually a man. And it's bull. It's so dumb, because just because you have the ability to get pregnant doesn't mean that you're not your gender. um it's something that I, especially when like talking about like reproductive issues and like that kind of stuff, and if you ever want to go into abortion and that kind of thing, that's why it's a whole lot better, I personally think, to say people who can get pregnant or people who can have abortions or that kind of thing, because we need to be a lot more inclusive in our language when it comes to that kind of thing. But yeah. My 2 cents, you guys. Ah!
So Lil Nas X kind of poking fun at men that are pregnant is maybe poking fun at trans men. So then the next thing that he does is he comes out with this fake pregnancy belly, which is, we'll pop it up on screen.
He is pregnant.
He's pregnant.
He's pregnant with
very
little
pregnant.
baby Montero.
Which is his name.
Yeah, that is. Brennan recently found out that's his actual name, and he was like,
I think
"Oh
that's
my
brilliant.
gosh, his name's Montero."
What if his name was like Edward and he named his album Edward? It wouldn't have the same effect.
I think it would have the same effect.
Yeah,
That would have been
The
amazing.
controversy is that Lil Nas X pretending to be pregnant perhaps makes a mockery of trans men that do get pregnant
Yeah.
and are pregnant, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So so there's a few so we decided to pull in a few statements from first of all Skylar, who is a very popular trans guy on Instagram.
He's one of my homies. We've been friends for
Aw.
I'd say
They're
like
all so
5 years or
beautiful.
so.
Yeah.
He's a swimmer for Harvard.
Oh shit.
Super dope dude. Has a lot of very informational posts on his Instagram at
Yeah.
Pink Manta Ray. If you want to give him
So
a follow.
yeah, we'll leave the link to his post about Lil Nas X in the description. It's pretty long. There's a lot that he had to say about this controversy, but we'll just read like some of it and like
I
pop
kinda
it up
wanna
on
go
the screen
read
as
that.
well. I think this is the best statement. When Lil Nas X pretends to be pregnant, it's an online
I think I
sensation
saw
and a great
this.
marketing ploy. But when trans men and other trans masculine folks are pregnant for real, we don't get laughs or
Yep.
money. We receive death threats and
Yep.
violence. We are mocked and discriminated against in medical spaces and more.
Literally, because they also, I would say most, if not all, medical professionals don't really know how to um, treat people on testosterone um, who do get pregnant. Like, they don't know. Most gynecologists don't know how to treat trans men in general, and then adding pregnancy on top of that. That post right there,
Lil Nas X's
literally,
portrayal of pregnancy as a cis man welcomes ignorance
yep,
and hatred towards the trans masculine community specifically.
it does.
So that makes sense in my head. I think
Yeah.
that
I understand what he's saying.
I know where he's coming from, and I definitely think that like Lil Nas X.
Just so you guys know, I didn't really pay attention to Little Nas's whole situation, so I am not fully educated on the situation. So I'm kind of happy that I'm watching this and learning more, because I hadn't really formed my own opinion on it, so it's nice hearing other people's opinions on it, and especially because I am a non-binary person who can get pregnant, but I'm not on T and I'm not, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just interesting to hear from trans men.
Was not thinking about trans men.
Right. I think
Like,
he was
I think most people, when doing this kind of thing, don't think about trans men or how it affects trans people.
just like I think if Lil Nas X was a girl, he would have done the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Maybe just like I'm announcing
The birth
like,
of-
you know, my baby, my
Yeah.
album. I'm
Yeah.
pregnant. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like what y'all bringing to the baby shower? Like trying to get like internet like interaction.
yeah, and
stuff.
the
Yeah.
idea is that he's pregnant with his album that has
His
been a
baby.
long time coming and is
Mhm.
pretty much his baby, right?
Right.
So I don't think that he was thinking about trans men at all. He wasn't thinking about how this would affect the trans community.
People
he
normally
wasn't,
don't.
you know, and
Yeah.
so and that's
Literally what I just said, people normally don't think about the trans community at all when
that's
doing
the
this
frustrating
kind of
thing.
stuff.
And that's the sad thing, right? Is that even a queer artist that's supposed to be advocating for queer issues isn't thinking about trans men, isn't thinking about trans people at all.
That's another issue, I think. Hold on one second. I think that's another issue when it comes to queer artists in general, like cis queer artists. Um they are so focused on um like their own issues and getting representation for themselves that they forget about all the other aspects of the community and don't really think about the other people within the community. Like for a while, a long time, it was just about getting like gay representation, which is amazing, and I'm happy that we do have a whole lot more gay representation. And then slowly, lesbians trickled in there as well, which is great. Don't really have as much like bi representation as we should. We don't have any ace representation, or pan representation. Still a lot of work to do. And for the longest time, trans women were like villainized in media and that kind of stuff. So even by like cis queer people, because there's always that kind of pandering to cis people, almost being like, "Oh, I want to be as close to you as possible, so let me throw these other people under the bus. I'm not like them." Like, you know what I mean? Which is what like that's how Ryan used to be. That's how Calvin, I'm gonna assume, still is, since he's been off the internet for like a year. Maybe he's done some soul searching, I don't know. But it's a lot of bootlicking in the cis community of the queer community, if that makes sense.
Um, Another person that I reached out to is Spit, somebody who is a non-binary trans mask person who is pregnant right now,
Oh,
and they
that's
have a great
dope.
TikTok. We'll leave it linked in the description. I reached out for
Wait,
them
I want to go look at their TikTok. Okay, I might do a reaction to their TikTok
to them for a
video
statement,
because that's
and they
dope.
said something different. They said, I honestly only saw like one picture of it, but I think it's hilarious. I personally like watching the conversation, or sorry. I personally like watching the conservative cis het squirm
I like that they mess up reading too because I do that, and it's like, yes, plus I'm not the only person whose dyslexia messes up.
and as a musician, I think it's a really great marketing ploy for his album. As a whole, I think he is doing a great job drumming up a lot of
He
attention. I
did drum up
personally
a whole
believe all
bunch.
publicity is good publicity, and honestly, I think he looks very cute, fake pregnant. So
Wow.
that's to say, not all trans men or trans masculine people who are pregnant or want to be pregnant feel the same way that Sky.
Yeah, no, obviously people will feel different. Like I said, I had never really formed an opinion, so I wasn't super invested in it. Kind of I didn't think it was cute. I just thought that he was trying to do a marketing thing and just was forgetting a part of the community, which a lot of people do. So, uh that was where I was coming from, and like I said, learning from people more and more and figuring out what their opinions are. Not bad to hear other people's opinions before coming to your own conclusion.
Skylar feels.
Right, there's a lot of different opinions.
There's a lot of different opinions out there, and I think every trans person is going to take this a little differently.
Yeah.
What was that one TikTok?
What?
The TikTok that we saw yesterday on your For You page from one of your mutuals who made.
Oh yeah, Rose. Rose made a TikTok about it. We can cut to that if you want.
I love Lil Nas X so much. I really, really do. And like, his marketing is pure genius. Whoever
Yeah.
is his marketing team, y'all are really doing the most, and I'm very proud of you. You're doing great. Kudos to you. But as a trans person, I have some thoughts. My very first thought, I'll be totally honest, I was like, wait, but can I be the father? Because, like, you know, he's hot. Whatever. Moving on. But is this like trans baiting? Like, what's the consensus? Like, I'm not a trans man. I can't get pregnant. That's never gonna happen, thankfully. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Do trans men have thoughts? Because as a trans woman, I'm kind of iffy about this one.
But she's a trans woman who kind of said like. Kind of the same thing that Skylar was saying, that it's a little bit weird that he's acting pregnant as if it's like a crazy thing that trans or that men can get pregnant. And that's the idea, is that he's going off of the shock value of a man being pregnant as if men can't be pregnant, but they can.
Yep.
Right? Another thing that we should mention before we
I was
get
gonna
too
say,
far
like,
into this.
when Spit said like, "Oh, you know, I honestly think he looks very cute, fake pregnant." You know who doesn't look cute?
You know what
Oh.
is a hate crime? Okay.
James Charles.
Oh my god.
Oh! Why are they bringing this man in?
Okay, James Charles also did this. And you know
Yeah, I remember when James did this, and I can't remember if people went crazy over
What?
it or not.
Lil Nas X, his fake pregnancy is a little up in the air. But we're going to show you, trigger warning, we're going to show you a picture of James Charles pregnant, and I want you to tell me it's not a hate crime. It's a hate crime. I think that's transphobic.
I wasn't he like, hold on one second. Wasn't James Charles like also basing that picture off of Beyonce's pregnancy announcement as well? Like, wasn't that a thing too? So that's also not okay. Uh, but yeah, I don't like James Charles. I don't think anyone should like James Charles. He is not a good person. I would agree with them that this is not good at all.
Like, that's terrible. Have y'all seen this?
He'd be
I haven't heard James Charles in a while, and I'm so glad.
like,
Honestly, same. I'm pretty sure the kid went into hiding because, like, holy hell,
That's
he deserves
transphobic.
I wish
it.
I had our daughter.
That's
with a dinosaur.
transphobic.
I'd stick with
That is just blatantly wrong. And, like, I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. I understand why people are mad at Lil Nas X because the precedent set by James Charles
Yep.
is truly devastating for the trans community. But yeah, so that's the whole story. There's a lot of moving parts. There's
There
a lot
is.
of like people with a lot of opinions, and we'll leave links to all of these opinions down below. Yeah,
Why does that image exist, and why was I subjected to it? I'm so
what
sorry, chat.
is there anything that we're
No
missing?
one should ever have to be subjected to that.
Oh,
yeah,
another thing, the tweet.
Yeah, Nas, he did kind of tweet. He tweeted yesterday. He said, "Pregnant women quote this tweet with your belly and Cash App name." He liked to promote his album, and then underneath it, he did asterisk pregnant
people.
Yeah, he said asterisk pregnant people, so he's learning.
Because
He's
it's
learning.
beautiful.
That's really all we can ask for at this moment.
Yeah, and I think like really it ultimately just reveals that like queer artists,
Still,
cis queer artists,
yep.
like aren't thinking about trans people.
They don't think about trans people. They really don't. They still have so much to learn. Ugh. I mean, everyone in general. I'm sorry. Let me situate myself. Everyone. Also, look, it's a little sushi. I love. And I'm sorry, my camera keeps going in and out of focus. Hello, hello. There we go. um, yeah, they literally don't think about most people don't think about trans people because they don't have to. It's not something that they have to think about all the time, which as someone who is trans and non-binary, it's something that I do think about. Not all of the time, but a lot of the time I think about how I'm being perceived and how I'm going through life, how I'm being misgendered every single day and how much it sucks, and it is consuming because it's my experience, but other people don't have the same experience I do. And cis queer artists really do have to be better because we're all part of the same community. We all need to be there to support each other and have each other's backs and just keep learning about the other identities within the community because I mean, I'll say it, like I don't know a whole bunch about like gay culture. Like I don't know much about lesbian culture. I know a lot about like bi culture um and ace culture and non-binary culture cuz that's who I am. Like that's what I am familiar with. So I can understand why you would stop at just your perspective, but you also have to understand where other people are coming from, which is how we become a beautiful society. We have to I don't know where I'm going with this. This is not okay, but it's definitely something that I think needs to be talked about a whole lot more that cis queer people need to at least try to educate themselves a little bit more about the trans community. Um, so yeah, that's. I'm really liking this podcast so far. Uh, how long has it been? I might stop halfway through this. I'm not sure because I've got some stuff I have to do tonight. But I'm really hoping to be able to finish this podcast. So let's see.
Which is kind of sad. And
It is sad.
like I wish that cis gay men would do more for the trans community, but often
Yep.
they don't. So I'm not necessarily surprised.
Yeah.
It's not like Ooh, shocker. Oh my gosh, I'm outraged. But at the same
Yeah.
time, I understand what people are saying, and I understand
Yeah.
why people are upset, and I understand.
And I definitely think you should go check out the post that Skylar made on Instagram and do some more research for yourself. There's also, when we were doing research for this,
I think that's always like a good thing to do in general is in these kind of situations do research for yourself and don't just take like blindly from what other people are saying. Like always do your own research, form your own opinions.
there's this great little film called A Womb of Their Own, and we'll leave a link to their website, and they also have a great list of resources for trans people who are interested in being pregnant
Wait,
or
I love
are pregnant
that.
or whatever.
Wait, I want to see this. Where are you? Womb of Their Own? I'm sorry that I'm. How long is this? Oh, it's like. Oh, okay. That's so sweet. Oh my goodness. Do you. I like Loki want to watch this. Uh, I'll figure that out later. It's okay. But I do want to go through the TikToks at some point. That'd be dope. Oh, okay, go ahead.
And the film is about a bunch of different perspectives from trans men or trans masculine people who are pregnant. And I just thought it was the cutest little film that we found. So if you're interested in something like that, go check it out. Another thing that you can do to help. Another interesting thing we forgot to mention.
The abortion ban.
That this comes out. Lil Nas X does this at a time that in Texas, one of the strictest abortion bans has been enacted, and that's really devastating. So
I think that's why people were mostly upset by it because of what was going on and is still going on in Texas, and the fact that people literally are being demonized and criminalized for having abortions when it's not their fault. And whew, don't even get me started.
It seems like a little bit of bad timing on
It
Lil
was
Nas
bad
X's
timing.
part to like kind of make a mockery of pregnancy, right? Just for anybody who gets pregnant in Texas and doesn't want to keep it, it's a really, really dark time for Texas and for women and anybody who can get pregnant, trans men, non-binary people who can get pregnant. So we left some links below to Pro-Choice America that you can support, and Texas Equal Action Fund. Both are organizations that are working to help people who can get pregnant in Texas and all over the country have access to medical care that they need, like abortions.
That's
ultimately
amazing.
I don't think that Lil Nas X dressing or acting pregnant is going to set back the trans movement very much.
Yeah.
But I also understand like why people take issue with it.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, Nick coming in.
OMG, I'm trying not to cry. Thank you for the early baby shower gift.
Oh
Did
my
Obama send
gosh.
this to him?
Do not tell me Obama sent it.
Did Obama actually send it to him? Do you know? Do you have any idea? Okay,
That's amazing.
I was
so
gonna say
that's just
that's what we should do.
That's just funny.
Whenever we post brenemies, we should be like, thank you Obama for the gift, and we'll post like a picture of champagne.
Of just like a picture of anything, and be like, thanks Obama.
I wish.
But yeah, you know what my criticism
I'll do
of
that.
that
I'll do that when I hit 10K. Be like, thanks Obama.
is those baby clothes can go to somebody that actually needs baby clothes. You know,
That's true.
So I feel like that's a waste on Lil Nas X's part, but maybe he'll donate it. Maybe.
I would donate.
What
I'd
were
be
you
like,
gonna
here.
say? No, say it.
No.
Say it. Say
No,
it.
no,
Say
no,
it.
no. It's insensitive and it's dumb.
He was about to
So
be
I'm
We
rude.
can bleep it if it's not that sensitive.
No, it's not that insensitive. I was
Okay.
I was like, we spent money on these angel and devil wings for this podcast, and these could have gone towards like my OnlyFans. Like,
You can still use these for your OnlyFans.
I might.
You can,
Does he have
they're
OnlyFans?
multi-purpose. Leave a comment if you want to see Ryan in these in his OnlyFans in the future.
No, guys, you don't have to look at my OnlyFans, please.
You're the one that brought it up. I did not.
I
think that you
wasn't.
would bring
I
it
was
up.
bringing it off record.
Oh, are we cutting this part? I don't think
That's
we're
why
cutting
you
this
said
part.
you
I
said
would
we're
low-key
cutting this
wanna
part,
see
and that's
that,
why I said
though.
it. But if it's left in, I'm
no,
not
we're
gonna
leaving
be
it
mad.
in. We're leaving it in.
Not everyone
He's
knows I do
plugging.
OnlyFans.
I like how first episode you promo your OnlyFans.
No, I,
think that's
don't promote it.
hilarious.
I only promote.
I think that's
Tumblr.
hilarious. You never promote your OnlyFans.
Just on Tumblr, because
Yeah.
I'm not trying to have like people come to it, because I don't do like I'm not like on there like look at me, I'm trans.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
so whenever like people will subscribe to my OnlyFans and they'll message me and they'll also be trans mask and like, hey, I subscribe like to support you and to like see some rep, and I straight up like I always respond like, that's not really like I like totally get that, empowered to you, but that's not really what this is. Like if my cis followers like mention me being trans, I tell them they have like 2 chances to never do that again, or they get blocked.
Whoa.
Because like I'm not like catering to chasers accidentally. I'm just not doing that.
That's true.
Good.
That's true. That's so what a complicated area. We should do an episode on like trans sex work.
Okay.
We really should.
They really should.
Well, that's an interesting revelation. The next thing that we are going to talk about is ourselves. So
look at us. Who would have thought?
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 What is this?
They're so cute.
Brennan and I would say we're best friends.
Yes, we are best friends, I would say.
He's such a puppy. I love how there's always like that one friend that's like extra enthusiastic about the friendship, and the one that's like, I have to deal with this bitch. Just so you guys know, I'm always the one that's like, we're best friends, and the other person's like, Lynn, you have to shut up. Like, I'm Ryan in every situation. I'm like, yes, I love you. You're my best friend.
What's up?
Hi, Jira. We brought you here to.
Okay. Hey guys, I show that we're like super serious about this whole web show podcast thing that Brennan's letting me be involved in. Look at this. Hi guys. Hi Brennan's channel.
Who would have thought?
Who would've thought? Anyways, we're hosting a binder giveaway on Twitter, Instagram, here, and TikTok.
Yes.
We're giving away 4 binders. If you follow us on each platform, we're going to pick someone from each platform.
And
That's
if
amazing.
you don't need a binder, share our stuff anyway.
Please.
So we can help trans people. A new episode every.
I want to do a binder giveaway at some point. Maybe I'll do that for 10K. But I do want to do a binder giveaway.
Friday?
New episodes every Friday. You're going to see our pretty little faces together.
Every Friday. Every Friday.
Wait, Nick,
But it's like, I don't want to deal with this every
you're talking
week.
about how Nickelodeon always be posting this stuff.
Nickelodeon's always posting with like Lil Nas X, where they always interact, right?
Yeah.
And so why one day ago when all this is blowing up, are they like
They just randomly post
Yeah,
this
they were like,
screenshot.
do you remember when Cosmo was pregnant?
Yep.
So we were talking about, is Cosmo a trans man?
So
Yes.
if you like followed me back in the day, I used to post like a bunch of.
I remember that shit when that happened. I was like, yay,
Hope
Cosmo.
for sirens.
We're in DTLA. So I used to do a lot of YouTube videos about like random characters being trans, like Dipper from
Yes.
Gravity Falls or
Yes.
like Lars from Steven Universe. So
Yes.
like I read this theory on Tumblr way back in the day about Timmy Turner
Being trans! That was such a good one. I
trans,
remember
Yeah.
that
and
one.
His wish was like to make everyone forget that like he was a girl and
Okay.
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and that's why like
That makes
everyone's
sense.
freaking weird or something. I don't know. I wasn't allowed to watch Very Odd Parents when I was a kid. My mom was
That's
weird, but
so
That was such
I
a
know
good show. I loved that show as a kid.
Yeah, I think that I can see Cosmo being trans. He is rude. He is very gender nonconforming. I can definitely see Cosmo being trans. But another interesting thing is I made a video a while ago
Oh my gosh,
About-
I forgot about this.
about Danny Phantom being trans.
Yeah, and
Yes.
you're who I used. I remember when I was doing my video on Danny being trans, I was going through Tumblr just to find stuff, and like someone like linked your video as their sources. So I went and I didn't watch all your video, but I remember watching some of it. I was just like, okay,
That video is
third.
still up.
Yeah,
It's
and
not on my channel.
that
It's
was
on
the-
a different channel.
That was like the first time I ever
Saw me.
you, I think.
You have a little hair on you.
Is it a
Aww.
cat hair or me
No,
hair?
why would it be a cat hair?
They're
Well, 'cause
so
this
cute.
is my grandpa's shirt, and he had a cat. A rip grandpa.
What is it? Y'all have been like laughing over here. What is it?
Can we just talk about how every character in the Fairly Odd Parents, like doesn't the dad like cross?
Yeah,
Cross
everyone
Yeah?
cross dresses in
Yeah.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Everyone's trans. You know, something my grandma said was that everyone should be transgender because they take such good care of themselves.
Yeah,
Aw.
you did tell me that she said
Yeah.
that. That's very sweet of her. We do take
It's
care
all
of ourselves.
about self-love. Because we spent so many years hating ourselves.
Yeah.
Who's both trans?
Wanda and Cosmo.
Oh, I can see that.
I
my
could
God,
It's
see
a T
that
for T
so
type
my
shit.
gosh.
That's
I didn't think of that. Oh shit. Oh.
Do
Oh
you want to
fuck.
grow your YouTube
No.
channel? Do you want to earn
Shut
more
up.
views?
I never thought of that. That it was a T for T situation. Oh my gosh. Camera, I need you to focus. I never thought of that. Damn. I am bright as hell. Oh, oh. There, that. Nope. Did not. Nope. Is that better? No, it's not. I'm so washed out right now. Let me. That's a little bit better. I don't know. I never thought about that. That's kind of dope.
Views, more subscribers,
Can you
more watch
stop
time.
this?
and I understand.
Ah, I lost my place. You know what? I'm gonna stop it right there. Um, if you guys, yeah, I think I'm good for today. Um, I really like that they were doing this podcast. I might finish it on Thursday. I might not. I'm not sure if I'm not streaming this Thursday. I've got a whole bunch of stuff that's going on this weekend. I'm literally so excited for this weekend. I'm going to relax. It's going to be nice. I'm also hopefully going to be putting in my 2 weeks at one of my jobs because I am tired of working two jobs and I really want to make this my job. Like, if I could stream 2 or 3 times a week, put out a video or two a week, and interact with you guys like all like 5 days out of the week, that would be amazing. That's what I'm hoping on doing. Hope you're doing okay. I am. I'm just so tired. Um, Working two jobs is stressful, and like I haven't filmed a video in so long because the time that I have, like my free time that I have, I'm just like I want to relax. You know what I mean? Like doing this, editing, that kind of stuff, like it's pretty much like me having three jobs. Um so if I can eliminate one of them, aka the one that I hate the most, um and then spend that time working on this kind of stuff, so like channel building, streaming. I want to start I want to start selling my art. I want to start sh- showing you guys my art on stream. I need to figure out how to get my iPad connected to my computer so I can start doing that for you guys. But that's my hope in the future, to start selling, um have merch for you guys at some point. I would absolutely love to have merch. Um Possibly do like social media management for like smaller influencers, cuz I love that kind of stuff and I love seeing people grow and I love helping people with that. Yeah. I want to work for myself because fuck capitalism. um and be self-sufficient. Like, I went on a whole thing about how I hate working for other people and how I want to be self sufficient by the time I'm 25, which is in like 6 months, which I think I can do. And with your guys' help, I know I can do it. Um, but I always appreciate you guys being here. Literally, you guys make my day. Thank you so much for being here with me and watching that with me. I love it. I really do. I think it's so great that they are have been able to overcome their differences, and I'm happy that Ryan has done the work and putting in effort to learn and unlearn the toxic mindsets that he had, because it definitely affected me when I was younger. I remember, I think the first time that I ever started really questioning trans medicalism was when Ryan did a video on Ash Hardell, and I loved Ash at the time, and I was like, you gotta stop. Like, that's not okay. Ash is like the sweetest human being. Why are you going after them? Um, but yeah, I'm really happy that he's becoming a better person, and that Brennan is there and has been able to forgive him. And that's amazing. So, yeah, thank you guys. I hope you had a good time watching this with me, and I hope you have a good rest of your days. And I will see you later. I'm not sure if it'll be this week, but definitely next Monday. I will let you guys know. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day, night, whatever time it is.